Hi, my name is Artemi and I've been working in the field of intensive learning, high performance education for a long time, more than 10 years. Today I'd like to tell you a little bit about results of my research and share some ideas about how we can teach 10 times more effective than today. Let's start with this. I think you know this. Of course, it's well known and it might look familiar. But do you understand this formula? I'm sure you know this formula, but to understand it, you need much more than just know. Understanding is very different from just know something. You should have the big picture. You should know facts, you should understand principles, you should have skills and everything. That's why if we speak about education and teaching, we should speak about the entire picture. We could model it as a map, knowledge map. And as a professor, as a teacher, your goal is to put this picture into your student's mind. You need to replicate your knowledge, and this is the main problem, how to make it effective and fast. So let's speak about moving back and forth, about the sequence of working with your skills, your facts, your ideas, how you will replicate your knowledge map. Traditional way says that you should start with some topic and move in a line and then finish with something. That's fine if you have enough time. But if your students have limited time, if they have to attend other classes, or they move, or they are not able to attend every classroom, then they can miss something, because when you speak about something important, they are away and then they come and they do not understand, so that's bad. That's why better way to teach is to move around the island, around this entire knowledge map every time you meet your students, and you move around, and you work with everything, and every time you make this knowledge sharper, you add examples, you work with, you train skills, you drill, and finally they have better and better understanding, and the picture comes out. So they see this picture, and this moment of seeing everything is the moment of epiphany, of aha, I understand, I see it. So that's what you need. And traditionally you divide your course in two parts, simple stuff and hard stuff. And you start with simple and you move to more difficult things. That looks great, but if you have limited time, it could appear that your traditional way is not working, because your time is over, the course is over, but your students, they haven't had enough time to understand the entire thing, and they worked with the limited part of this. New way and the right way to work within the limited time is to change your criteria, and you should divide not only simple and hard stuff, but also things they must know and they probably could know. So you have important stuff and less important, which some supplemental materials, additional knowledge, and you should start in this way. You should start with the most important and the hardest stuff. If you have limited time and you are not able to give the entire course to your students, you will give the most important things here, and they will understand hard, and probably they could understand easier things by themselves. If you have better group and students are more prepared, then you could probably work with the most part of your course. And finally, if you have enough time, you can cover everything. Learning is like moving a stone on the mountain. It's hard in the beginning. But when you come to the top of the mountain, you say, aha, the student understands this, and he has the idea, he sees the picture, and it's much easier to move forward when you understand the map. At this point, student has the entire vision of this new knowledge, and he'd like to use it. So after training and after understanding, there is a process of using, and at this point you do not tell your student what to do, but you ask questions, you show how this knowledge can be used. Natural process of learning is about repeating and training in the beginning, then using the skills to understand the entire map and use acquired knowledge. This is the natural way, and of course, if we speak about theory and practice, then theory is understanding. You shouldn't start with theory as in a traditional way. We start with theory and then we come to practice. In natural way, we start with practice, we train, it could be called blind practice. You just show what to do without explaining, because they cannot understand. You can spend time explaining, but you better show what to do and make them repeat. After that, when they have enough experience and when they are ready to acquire this knowledge, you can give theory. At this moment of time, theory wouldn't be boring, it would be designed. How games can help in teaching? Games are cool, they give fun and they are not boring. But to use them effectively, you should understand where you are in your course. Games are great in the first part, then you train your students. Games are great to make it more interesting, to reduce monotonous repetition. They can repeat, they can train, and they can play in different ways. Now, what if you solve this problem as if you were a policeman or a Superman or something, and they repeat the same thing, but they have different roles, and they think it's different. It's funny, and you can use games to make it less boring. When they understand the picture, when they see the picture, you should change games. And games can be used in different ways. They can be used as a modeling, as a making potential use cases, so they can apply their knowledge. And you give roles and you give the situation. You say, okay, now we have this situation and you're a policeman, but now I will not tell you what to do, but you will do something to solve this problem. I think next 10 years will be years of new generation education systems. And probably intensive learning, online courses, crowd learning, social networks would become more important for students and for every person than traditional ways like schools or universities. And we should understand that the world is changing, and we can become part of this transformation.